Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this closure bond in wig. Jumping right into the look, I'm using a regular dome style wig cap, and this is the plain one, not the mesh one. So those marks you see is where I'm going to be placing the front of my closure and pinning them down with T-pins, just so I can have it in the right place where I'm going when I sew it down. I did a previous video on this wig showing not this wig, my bad, but the closure, me plucking it, dyeing it, and just making it all nice and ready for the wig. And you can check that out in my other video on my page. So jumping right into it, my video was a little blurry when I first started off. So this is like when I was halfway into sewing it down. But I'm just sewing it regular down, not doing no method of sewing. I'm taking it through the closure and then through a little bit of the cap. You don't want to take it all the way through the cap because you don't want to get it on you don't want to sew it down to your dome head that you're doing. And you don't, if you're doing like me, all raggedy, you're doing it on a regular mannequin head that you got from school. And when you sew all the way through the cap, you're gonna get the hairs underneath the dome cap. So you don't want to do any of that because you're going to have to cut it all out when you take it off the cap. So I sewed it down all on one side, and once I got to the back, I got to the middle, and then I started on the other side. Now I know you seen me doing sewing the other method through the closure and then through the cap, but right here, just I think because I was positioned a different way, that I had to take it through the cap and then through the closure and sew it down like that. But it wasn't nothing too major. So you're gonna sew down both sides of that, and when you're all done, it's gonna look like this. Yes, yes, we're ready, we're ready. Once you have the closure all down, you're gonna take the loose hairs and just pin it up into a little bun, getting that hair out of your way so that you can glue on these tracks. Now, if you're like me, you're trying to be affordable, you're going to be using some old bundles. And I just washed these, and they already had glue on them and everything, as you can kind of tell. So, I'm just going to be using the side-to-side method. I'm going to be gluing it down, all the tracks down. I'm going to be using the 30-second glue. And I'm going to be using some spritz. The spritz that I use, and this is like so much. This spritz right here is way better than the Pump It Up spritz because the Pump It Up spritz leaves like that white cast when you put the dryer too close to your head. This spritz right here is the Liquid Mousse Fantasia Super Hold Spritz, and I love this, love this, love this spritz. I just spray it on there before I glue down the trash just for extra firm hold. Now, this method that I'm going to show you is the method I learned when I first started doing wigs. And right here, I just glue down two tracks super close to each other. Then I'm going to take my index finger and I'm just going to measure that next track that like my finger length apart from each track. And I do this just because when I first started doing wigs, I used to do like fit 4 bundles in one wig with a frontal, and it looks to look crazy. I would do all the tracks super close to each other and just try to get all the hair onto the cap, and the outcome was horrible. Like my wigs was too bulky, they looked wiggy, it was just bad. So I would always have to end up taking the wig apart and putting less hair in, and so I found a video where she like drew it on with a Sharpie and just placed the wig on like that. When that was the first wig I did, and that was like amazing. The first wig I did right. So you're gonna keep doing this side to side method until you get to each side, so you don't have no more sides available on each side when you done reach the closure. And spray that down. You're gonna blow dry it down, and yeah, you're all good to go. You're all good. So as you can see here, I'm getting closer and closer to the top. Still gluing from side to side. And that one I just laid down looked like I did the finger width apart. So here I'm getting closer to the top, as you can see, and I'm going to start doing a different way of folding the tracks. I'm going to be laying it like right where the back of the closure is. That's how, right here. Okay, this is where I showed it. So once you have that last track glue on, just blow it down, blow your whole wig down, make sure all your tracks are secure and everything before you move on to the next process. And right here, you just want to comb out everything, get your curls, get your hair prepped for when you style it, get all your products ready and everything. I'm going to be putting some loose wand curls into my hair just because I'm going for like a beachy vibe. Right here, I'm just making a part. I want a middle part, you know, something simple. I had bangs and everything throughout the week, so I just want something simple. Make sure you guys go check out that other closure video of how I prep this closure. So right here, I'm just going to be prepping my hair with some Cantu, and this is the Super Shine Hair Silk. And this is almost like a, what is that stuff called? Bio-silk silicone, you know, it's like a silicone mix base. You know, makes your hair nice and shiny, get it all right for when you start curling it. And I'm just going to be going through the closure and flattening it some more because it looks all bulky and puffy with a hot comb. And this is just a regular hot comb, the one that you plug in. It doesn't have a thermostat or nothing like that. It just has an on and off switch. So when you turn it on, you just got to let it sit for a while to get extremely hot. Once it gets to the right temperature, it's best to use. Even though the Hot Tools one, I think they're called Marcel irons. I think those are way better, the ones that you put on the stove, because that gets extremely way hot and flattens everything out. I want to, you know, invest in one of those. Once you have your closure all nice and laid down, like you like, so you ready for the season, you're going to go in and start curling the hair or whatever. I'm going to be taking two things. This Tresemme hairspray. I wanted something light because all my other hairsprays I had were too heavy. And some heat protectant. This is a regular heat protectant. The name is all smudged off, so I couldn't even tell you the name. So I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that hairspray, spraying it throughout the hair, and start curling. This one curl I've gotten this like a few weeks ago from the hair store, and I believe it's about $10. And this too does not have a thermostat, so it's only an on and off switch. You have to let it sit for at least 15 minutes and get to its full heat capacity, and then you can use it. It's best, you know, is at its best quality. How I was curling the hair is I was doing, you know, some curls going forward and some curls going back. You can see what I mean right here. This curl, I'm going to be doing it, I'm going to be curling it, away from me. That sound you hear in the background, like wind or like something like razors cutting, it's my computer. I'm completely sorry. I don't know what's going on with it. I got to go to Apple and get it checked out. But what I mean by the curl method, this curl I'm doing here it's going away from me. That previous curl I was telling you about, I curled it going towards me. I just like to do it like this. So, you know, give it that messy look and that miscellaneous curls. I have curls flowing this way and that way. It almost gives me like a beach vibe look, which I'm really feeling. I'm going to do this last curl going away from me just because I do those last curls going the same way because I want my face in the front of my face to be uniform. I don't want it to look too crazy. So this right here is the finished hair. I'm going to be taking some hairspray, and this is the Bedhead Masterpiece Massive Shine and Hold hairspray. Take that through. I'm not even going to take a dime size of this hair silk. I'm going to take like an ant size of it and rub it through my fingers, warm it up, and then run my fingers through my hair just to loosen up the curls and blend my closure with my the rest of my hair. Yo, I'm loving these curls. They're so pretty and they're so loose and wavy and fun. I love this hairstyle. I did make this wig into a bob after like a week because living in Miami, it is super, super hot when you go outside. When I say Miami, because I think it's only Miami. I went up to Orlando a couple of weeks ago and it was super cool up there. You wouldn't even think you was in the same state. Oh, and this is my favorite part. This is how you know you got them tracks glued onto the cap so good where you have to peel it off of your dome cap or whatever you're sewing your wig down to. And right there, I did good. Right here, I went all the way through the cap, as you can see, because I got the hairs that was on the mannequin head. And you just gonna cut those out, cut the extra cap piece of cap off, and yes, your wig is ready to go. Oh, and I'm gonna take some Design Essentials, and this is just some finishing the hairspray. With it's like a hairspray. Is it hairspray? No, it's not hairspray. Shine. It's a finishing shine spray. Sorry. And this is how I styled the hair. Me doing my baby hairs and getting dressed, doing my makeup. This is the outlook, and I love this hair. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.